Hey there, YouTube. I know it's been a really long while since I last made a video update. I was last working on the Pontiac, on the 52 Pontiac two-door hardtop. I kind of just paused that project for a while because I kind of run out of work, so I was out hunting for a job and trying to, stay up. She's a little dirty right now, but you can notice, if you remember, this thing just got painted. And she's really fucking dirty right now. Probably gonna wash her up right now. It's because it was, we had like a little sandstorm out here and shit for the last week or something, and yeah, it's just pointless to wash it, but I'll wash it now. If you can see, she's laying on the floor. I already connected her switch box. I made a little switch box out of a candy, little can from a candy, the Lifesavers. I changed the grill because they stole my grill, and I bought that new one, which is a little different. When I bought that one, I found the 74 bands in the junkyard, and it came with this factory option trunk rack. It's all chromed out, so I put that on here. It got all painted. All the bodywork got done on it. I shaved the emblem that it had before, so it looks a little bit more like a custom, I have a mess here, kind of, but because you have my little system, and I have my tank back there. It still needs a little bit of work in the interior, just little details. You can see there how it's ripped, and I still need this back part where the speakers are to be redone. I'm getting to it, It takes a while, but it sits pretty. It's really fucking low. Maybe later on I'll make a video of how the airbags work on it. It's a little dirty right now, but you can see how the interior is pretty clean and stuff. And this here is my pressure gauge to see how much, whatever is in my tank. And this is my little switch box. It's only 2 switches for up and down. And the rear, but the rear I haven't finished bagging it yet because I have a problem with clearance back there with my CV joint, because I have a IRS, the independent rear suspension on this thing, so it's getting to be a problem. But there it is, man. I've been cruising it. It's been real fun. I haven't made a video because I hadn't really had time, but I've been out. This got painted, prepped, and everything. I wish I made videos throughout that stuff. Another little update I want to talk about is how my 67 Newport, I'll probably add a little picture of it on this video at the end. I already have it being painted, and it's already been prepped and primered. Shaved a bunch of the trim holes and everything. How I was missing all the trim, made it all smoothed out and stuff. And check this fucking out. Check this shit out. This is my new and latest addition to the fleet here. It's a 66 Pontiac Executive, and I don't know, we weren't even gonna buy this, but me and my dad went to his friend's house and he had it out there, a little garage that has been stored for a while. He didn't really want to get rid of it. It's a pretty clean car, it's all straight, but my dad just said, we'll buy it, fuck it. So he bought it. It has air shocks in the rear, but some retarded person lifted the car, fucking put like those the coil expanders, so it can be lifted from front and rear, which is not at all what I want to do with this car. I'm gonna actually take those out and probably drop it a little bit more, because I really want to fucking really emphasize on how that half moon thing in the rear, how I can cover half of the tire. I really like how old cars do that, just how I have it on my Benz. It's a little crooked in my Benz right now because it's parked over the dirt, and stuff. What I'm doing here, though, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I'll make a video of this now. The taillights on this car weren't working because of a ground issue, and the problem was this. I don't know if I could find it somewhere here. Probably my dad threw it away. Well, anyway, it had some retarded fucking things they put that didn't belong to this car, so they wouldn't get ground. So even though it would go on, it would be all jittery and stuff. So what I did, I got these off a fucking Chevy pickup truck, and they came with these sick, what are they, like LED little light bulbs and shit. And what these do, they have a separate ground to, take care of any ground issues. So I'm gonna do that on both sides. So I'm gonna have tail lights, rear lights, and then I'm also missing two of these bulbs, which also that guy replaced, and he did a pretty good job with this ones. They go on good and they have their own ground and everything. However, the other ones, they're bullshit. So we're still working on that. Everything else works in the car. I want to show you the interior. The interior is fucking clean. Like, this is probably why my dad really wanted to get it. I mean, he likes this old school Coke bottle shaped cars. And I mean, he really does have a problem with 4 doors. So it was perfect for him. I mean, everything's complete. Everything's pretty much in mint condition, really. It's a little dirty. I mean, really dirty because it's been sitting and we just brought it home. We're just working on the lights and stuff. Those are the registration papers because we just got all that shit taken care of today. Also, by the way, I already have the 67, the Mopar, how did that slip my mind? The Newport. That shit's already on the road also as well. It's registered and everything. This one has a pretty good stereo, however, it's inside that, and they don't have the key for that. So I'm gonna have to fuck with that right now and try to get open that. Cause it has original radio, but it has a stereo inside of that. Everything else is pretty clean. The only thing I'm missing is this trim molding here for the door panel. However, it's also missing it in the rear. So I'm thinking of just taking all of them off and cleaning this so you won't be able to tell it was there. The steering wheel is not the original. This is an Oldsmobile steering wheel, which I don't really dig, but we could always just try to find the other one or order one or whatever the fuck we want to do. This car came equipped with I believe is a 400 big block, if I'm not mistaken, and it is the executive Pontiac, the Star Chief. And it's not a really sought after car or anything, but what we have planned is really drop it, maybe airbag the rear and the front, shave the door handles, shave most of the trim. Really, I want to shave everything, including the executive words. The only thing I want to leave is those 3 little fins in the rear right there, the little chrome fins. And that's pretty much about all we're going to do with this car. And we are going to paint it a metallic blue. So this is pretty much the new update on me. I do apologize for not making videos for what, about 2 months. I had some shit happening at home. My dad had a horrible accident at work where his hand got smashed by a press at 450 degrees. So we've been coming and going from Dallas, flying over here and back, just being able to take care of. But he's a lot better now. So this is pretty much it. Thank you. Alright, so here I'm still working on the car. We already got the rear tail lights, the blinkers, and the brake lights working real good, so it's nice. And then now what we're trying to drop the car because it was too tall, man. I mean, I don't want to really lift the car and shit. It actually had some liftings, which is stupid. Had 2 or 3 of these on each side, and then it had some 2x4s stuck in between the coils just to make it taller. I took those out and cut an extra loop of the coil just to make it a little bit shorter, a little bit more dropped and stuff. See how it looks. It's really early in the morning right now. I'm working here on the Pontiac. It came with this Pioneer radio, but it was missing the front, the front panel of it, the removable face. So what I did was just take it the fuck out and put this other radio I had. It's not that good of a radio. It's not a known brand. I don't even know what the brand is really. However, it does have the USB, the auxiliary connection, and the thing for that memory card. So it's a pretty good radio. I used to have this on my Mercedes, but I got a better radio for my Mercedes, so I'll put it on this one. It's already set up for an amplifier and a subwoofer box in the back. However, they took it out, whoever the fuck sold it or whatever, it's not in the car anymore. So I need to get a new box and amplifier for it so it can be pretty loud. Um, this little setup's nice. It just goes inside the glove compartment and it sits there and tight, so it's pretty cool. I just had to remove some screws that were in the top, which I have to put back right now. But pretty much I'm just gonna wire it. It's not hard. Just color code it, and all the radios are pretty much the same. You know, red is power, black is ground. The yellow is usually the for the ignition or the illumination. And then they have like 4 sets of speakers, and then the amplifier and antenna, which is not complicated at all. Other than that, well, the car's running nicely right now. We fixed all our lights yesterday.